Yes, my name is Sangoleye. The MC called me, and he was looking at the name, and we took time, and I took him through like 3 times, Sangoleye. He said, Shango, that name is deep. I said, Shango was someone like you in the past. Now, people look at him, so Sangoleye, that's the name. Good afternoon, all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for giving me your time. And I want to say congratulations to Tizeti. This is awesome and wonderful. Your hard work actually pays off, and for the wonderful work you've done, Providus Bank experienced Tizeti. When COVID happened, and bank had to work from home. We pride ourselves as future forward. We were prepared. We were always on laptop, but we need to move home and work. And working from home required connectivity and internet. We beckoned on them, we called them, and that was when I know how far their network has gone. We were able to reach our key staff, deploy their internet, and we're able to work from home. And that is, thank you for that. And that is what we are celebrating today. Aside from your reach, your rate of deployment, your speed of deployment also matters, and that was what helped us. I'm going to be speaking to the bank of the future. And when I came in, I was looking at when am I going to do my presentation? But waiting for the last presentation actually helped me. The people actually talked about everything I'm going to discuss about. What is a bank? They talked about everything, and I was so excited. And I asked myself a question, do I need to go up again? They've done the presentation. Today, what is a bank to you? A bank is where you think you go to save your money. A bank is where you go to do financial services, but it's beyond that. Tizeti just did something. If you listen to the last presentation, they built a super app. What is a super app? In a super app, she mentioned you can save. And when you save, you earn interest. Is that not banking? I think I should go back. They've done my presentation. I don't need to do anything. Because the bank of the future is what you do everywhere you go to. A young man came up and talked about internet provision. You provide internet, you allow people to do transactions, you develop an app, and on the app you do transactions. Many of us can cast our mind back to banking in so many years back that you have to walk into the bank, you have to fill a teller, and when you fill your teller, you cash. You now take the cash to the nearest supermarket to pay for goods and services. It's changing now, right? When it changed, the first phase was having an internet banking, that you can take your laptop, sign on to an internet banking, then do transfer, and pay for some related financial services. But it has changed. With this that we all move around with our bank. And on the mobile app, on your app, you can do your banking, which is where what the fintechs have done for us. So let me go into this and the role that digital is playing. The bank of the future is here. We are doing that. COVID changed everything, and the future is here, and that is what we are doing. So I'll be going into it. With what we've seen after COVID, there have been so many developments on technology. Technology has advanced, and with that advancement, we've seen introduction of different solutions, different products, and these products helped us to scale. Think of it. Before you have to go to the bank to ATM to cash out. Now, your neighbor may have POS to give you cash. Your neighbor. And when you go to your neighbor will also allow you to pay DSTV on the POS that you can do on your mobile app. The bank of the future is here. With that thing that you are holding, with the app they've developed beyond Tizeti. And I was expecting the young lady to say, after you save and you can pay for your internet, you'll be able to buy EKEDC or you'll be able to pay for your DSTV. Because what is next after you have saved? You can use the money to pay for services. And that is what the bank of the future will be giving to you. So who are these digital customers that we are trying to address? We have both individual customers and also we have SMEs. Businesses have scaled. Businesses have improved from being able to do payments on different platforms and being able to pay. You know, those days you want to pay vendors, you ask your vendors to come and take check. Do we still do that today? We don't do that. You can still sit on your internet banking or your corporate online banking, and you pay your vendors, you pay your staff salaries, you pay different people. That is the bank of the future. It's here, but we need to optimize it. And that is what we are saying by saying, what do this customer that I mentioned, both individual and corporate customers that are the digital customer of the bank, what do this customer expect from the bank, from digital solution? Speed. She mentioned you save. Why are you saving on a super app? You save to be able to pay for your lifestyle solutions. One of the lifestyle is what they have done. Speed. Speed also addressed what she mentioned about customer service. Before you pick your call, you either walk to their office or you pick your phone to call. But on the super app, you can do customer service. Speed. Security matters when you are talking about digital solutions. We look at security. How do we keep our solutions? How do we keep customers' data secured? One of the things that customers are expecting from digital solutions, and reliability. Moving forward, convenience. From the presentation of the super app, how do you think it's convenient for you now to pay for your data services? At the touch of the button on the app, that is what the objective of a digital solution. That is what they have thought through to put in their app to allow you to comfortably, at the confine of your home, to pay for your app. Personalization. Personalization in the sense that you have your profile, you've been pre-profiled to have access on the platform to address your lifestyle. How will I be able to provide a lifestyle for you if I cannot personalize or envision your journey, customer journey on the app to allow you to do those that are particular about it? And then security, I mentioned it. It is essential in crafting the objective of a digital customer. Customer service, I mentioned that. Very excellent. Bank of the future should look of how do I ensure seamless customer service on my digital solution, on the digital app, like what they have done. Sometimes you don't need to call. Before you call, now you have chatting services embedded in the app for you to talk to the customer representative, and then your problem is solved. Financial inclusion. Think of that. I said when they made that presentation, I was like, wow, this is awesome. Savings on a Tizeti that is not a bank and earning interest. Is that not financially inclusive? Are they not trying to include excluded people that don't think? And you may be thinking of that. How could that be possible? That wouldn't be possible without a bank behind, because they need to save and keep the money. Where is the fund kept? It's kept in the bank. So, objective of a digital solutions, like they have done, have to put into it financial inclusion. Think of the agency banking that we've talked about. Today, I don't need to bring ATM or bring a branch to that locality. They have their cash analysis, and they've been able to do what? To render financial services to their customer. Then moving on, now and beyond, banking and payment. I have mentioned some of this stuff, but banking and payment, you've seen improvement. She mentioned when she was talking about digital wallets. We've seen digital wallets. Digital wallet is different from our bank account. When you go to the bank, you mention, I want to open a savings or a current account. You have a current or savings account. Digital wallet is no different from that. The necessary KYC that we need to be done needs to be done on that digital wallet. They have digital wallet in that super app. So these days, you will have seen different digital wallets coming up, and you being able to make payments, do transactions with this digital payment. Most of the banks, fintechs that came up before and during COVID, they've all developed digital wallets. And with digital wallet, you can do so much more. I'm going to talk this when I get to the super app to see how much more you can achieve with this. Point of sales. Your card, as a customer of the bank, is an access to your account. What do you do with your card? Before you go to the bank to withdraw cash, or you move to the ATM to withdraw cash. But do we still need that? We don't need that. What do you do now? You take your card to the location where you make payment. It's moving forward because this card is being tokenized. You will see innovation around point of sales that COVID has taught us we are going to do less of contactless. contact, and we are going to do contactless. Beyond that, we are going to do NFC-enabled, and beyond NFC-enabled, cards are being tokenized into different digital wallets. You will see the next move they will make is to have your card being stored or saved on a wallet where you can make payments. And when you have the wallet can be taken to your agent, to the store, to the restaurant, wherever you want to make payments, and do NFC-enabled payments on the POS. That is the next level that a digital bank is thinking of. And also, we did this as a bank, Providus Bank. I led the payments and digital commerce at Providus Bank. And when we started, we thought of how do we scale? When we came up, when the bank started to compete with the big banks, the only way to scale is to leverage of the emergence of fintechs. And leveraging on the emergence of fintechs, what did we do? We practiced open banking. You are going to see when I get to Providus Bank page. Open banking that allowed them in different solutions and platforms they've developed to be able to do banking. And how does that help? Beyond open banking, how will open banking be easily enabled? Digital banking, we are developing apps, we are developing portals, we are developing solutions. What do you think will make this possible? Data analytics. I need to know the journey of my customer. Beyond you just open accounts, we need to know everything you do, what you do with your card. That is lifestyle banking. How does lifestyle banking help? Data analysis and artificial intelligence will assist. On my super app, on my digital wallet, when you walk in here, you should be able to get a push notification on the app that says, oh, welcome Elliot to a Tizeti event. Oriental has a discount on this that if you use your Providus card, tokenization card, or use Tizeti super app, you can get 10 discount or 3 discount. How did I know you are here? Geofencing, knowing that the app has gotten to this location. How do I know that you are my customer? Because I have this data mining and artificial intelligence that tells me your location, that tells me what you like and what you do. This helps the bank of the future, help the digital solution that will be developed to enable you to do payments, to pay for goods and services at whichever location you find yourself. There are enormous benefits that you enjoy from this. And aside from the young man, the other man came out talking about customer acquisition and retention. Oreme from InterSwitch talked about keeping customer. How do you keep your customer? This analysis will help you to know the preferences of your customer. What do they do at a particular time? How do you keep them? What are the services you should render to them? So in the journey of the Bank of the Future and digital solution, data analytics and artificial intelligence plays a major role. Fantastic. This sums my presentation. Super apps. That is where banking is going to. Banking is not where you go to. Banking will be sum up to what you do and where you do them. How do you do them? Today we've seen the emergence of different savings platforms that ask you to save, earn 3%, you save with them, do this, you get this reward. That is where we are going to. I was so excited when I saw the super app. It answers all my questions. What is a super app? A super app was what was just presented to you that allows you to do savings, allow you to do banking, allow you to do payments, allow you to do customer service, allow you to experience your lifestyle and everything you needed to do. Banking of the future, digital solution is gravitating towards digital app and with super app. And with super app, we've seen some. You know about WeChat. We know about Alipay. On WeChat now, we've seen some innovation around you being able to pay on WhatsApp. Have you seen that? Have you experienced that? I can be chatting with you and you request for 10 naira. And on that WhatsApp, without going into my banking app, I will be able to make transfer to you. Have you seen that on WhatsApp? Have you seen that on Instagram? On different social media, this is coming up, that you will be able to make payment to do banking wherever you are. Banking will not be, I am going to the bank. But banking will be part of your lifestyle. Super App will address this as they have done. And lately, many of us have been going out. I saw a barcode there. When I came in, I scanned it. What does that do? Today, we are using it for menu, right? To see, like, the agenda of this event. But a step further, walking into that supermarket or walking into that restaurant, and you are seated with your family, eating, and you scan on the code, and you see the menu. And after the menu, what do? You call the receptionist. Give us 2 plates. I want this pepper soup. I don't want this. But the next phase is to embed payments into that app. So you will be able to select the items you want. After the items have been selected, then you make payments. In the kitchen, back end, the restaurant, they pick your order and they serve you. That is where QR is taking us. But today we see it as ordinary menu that we scan. It has a lot of advantage. We are going to tap into it. People have started using it for agency banking, scan and make payments, scan and move money, scan and transfer. Yes, I mentioned I work for Providus Bank. I'm the head payments and digital service. Everything around payments, everything around digital service, how we make money. Because banking is different now. Banking is not to come to you and ask you to bring money to my bank. Banking is, how can we solve your problem? What are the challenges you have? How do you want to do the next transaction? What solution can I develop for you to do banking? That is world banking. And Providus Bank is a new generational bank focused on building a strong IT infrastructure and digital channels which we deploy to provide exceptional services. I know during COVID or before COVID, you will have heard about our virtual account. It was developed. This was enabling fintechs, enabling aggregators to be able to open accounts from anywhere and to do payment and collection. Think of that. Before you open an account, you have to come to the bank. You have to fill everything. You have to fill the form. You have to sign. You have to bring your certificate, everything. But now on the go, we are saying you can open an account based on the infrastructure and the technology that have been made enabled to allow this to happen. So our approach is future forward as we embrace innovation to provide personal, private, corporate, commercial, and digital banking product services. And our platforms, general platform for everybody. I have internet banking. We have, like every other bank, corporate internet banking, mobile app. But beyond that, when we started, we focused on digital and how to enable our businesses. Digital services like transfer services. We enable so many people to do disbursement with our transfer services. They were able to, at the tap of their finger from the application with our API, they were able to do transfer services. Beyond that, we practice open banking architecture. I mentioned that to you. They were able to come in. They came in. We gave them different APIs from our API services that enables them to open accounts, enables them to make payments, enables them to do transfer services, and also build on it lifestyle banking. Validation services. We couldn't have been able to do this without validation. And what are these validations? BVN, NIN. We exchange APIs around this to be able to know who you are. Because without knowing you, we won't be able to do banking. We need to know you, we need to know your preferences, and that. I touched on our virtual payment services, which was a virtual account that went viral, and people were able to make payments and do collection. Same thing with biometric authentication. But what we have done so much and fantastically well is banking as a service. Under banking as a service, the Bank of the Future, we operate under the Bank of the Future, we operate. Sorry, my slide, I think, let me go back to. Move back, please. Move back, please. Move back. Move to embedded banking. Yes. I think I didn't say this. Embedded banking was what they display in the super app. What is embedded banking? That is the next digital bank. In everything you do and everywhere, you will practice banking. Embedded banking involves incorporating specific financial services into non-bank companies' products or software, becoming part of a bigger bundle of services. I mentioned about insurance. Embedded payments. When you're on a super app, and you are looking at that food that you want to buy, you will be able to make payments. Embedded lending. You've heard about buy now, pay later. Embedded lending in what you do. I don't have the money, but kindly give me the loan. You know, the process of getting the loan will require you to go to the bank to do the normal processing, but with data analytics and artificial intelligence that I mentioned earlier on, We'll be able to know your journey. We'll be able to know how credible are you for yours to be able to extend the finances to you today. So embedded banking is key. And that is what we saw in the super app. And also embedded insurance. You can make purchase online, make payment online, even got loan to buy the stuff. Bank has helped you, right? And we also looked at it, we've given you this, but we need to insure it. So insurance is key also on super app. Let me go back to where I stopped on banking as a service. So what we did so well in Providus Bank when we started, we did banking as a service. We extended financial services to as many as fintechs, developers, aggregators, licensed entities that want to practice banking. And how did we do this? We make our banking platform available to them. We practice banking as a platform. We made our infrastructure available to them. So many people, we gave devices, we gave access to our servers and our internal infrastructure to be able to start their career in banking. Also, and we looked at it. What are they doing? We looked at their financial, and the financial were able to help them to scale. Also, advisories, it is key. Banking is heavily regulated. And in the regulations, we need to go with them, go on their journey on compliance and risk management to be able to know who are we extending the services to. And also venture capital infusion. Thank you.